What's up, Anchor and addicts, or whatever you want to call yourself? Uh, yeah, so this is an ad. I'm in the shower, but I just gotta say, I just made my first Anchor podcast. It was about a half an hour long, and Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It was literally simple. I press a button, it turns on. Uh, Anchor gives you, everything you need in one place. Because you can do it right from your phone, or if you have a laptop or a computer or tablet that you could just do it from. The tools, they allow you to record and edit your podcasts. So, of course, you could add little snippets in there, or take out things that you didn't want in there. Um, but the good thing about it is they'll also distribute it for you, so you can be heard anywhere you want to, like on Spotify or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can easily make money from your podcast too. Uh, and they tell you and walk you through all the steps. And the good thing is, you can download it now. Download it now, because I've heard this from Gary Vaynerchuk. I've heard this app going out there a long time, for about a year or two. That it's just easy. It's easy to use, and I know this ad is long, but I don't care. But you can download it now on. Go to Anchor.fm to get started. It's ANCHOR.FM to get started. Let me finish my shower, okay? I gotta say, if you're just now tuning in, the Lakers almost blew the game. And I know one of them was because of LeBron. And that last pass in certainly was probably pretty questionable, even though I am rooting for the Lakers. But I also thought the pass was kind of, I don't know, it was iffy. I don't know why he didn't just throw it to someone that was tall, or run a play where they can run a double screen or a double block off someone and be able to just lob the ball up to a tall person that can jump. That seemed a little bit easier than what they did, but luckily we got the win. I know getting enough sleep really helps with recuperating. I don't know like the actual science behind it, all of it, with me using my CPAP machine, but I assume I'm able to, since I'm able to sleep a lot more without having to wake up, because that's why I use a CPAP machine. I think, like, what did the doctor say? Like 76 times a minute, I either lose breath, stop breathing, or do not breathe like normal, or you know what I mean? Like that's what they said. So I was like, wow, 76 times a minute. That's a lot. And I said it was extremely high, and it's probably not good for me in general. And since using it, or starting to use it, I have, of course, at first was pretty reluctant. It really sucked and cumbersome. Claustrophobia, I don't know, like a whole bunch of stuff all into one. And I gotta say, like, even after going through that mental breakdown, like, because I had to use that, I had to use it to sleep. Had to. And I would sometimes just be laying there just crying. And my wife's the only one that could help me through that.
because, you know, there's like no one else there, no one else I could talk to. I mean, yeah, there was probably a couple of people, I think, at work, one or two people that I knew that had actually a CPAP machine, which kind of helped just with, like, you know, relatable information and stuff like that. But yeah, to physically have the help to go through that tremendously helped me in recuperating. I'm not at all even close to where I want to be. Like, I don't want to wake up in pain or wonder what it's going to feel like when I stand up out of my bed, even though my bed is awesome. Like, it's a great bed. Like, nothing wrong with it. Like, I sleep well on it. That's not even an issue. It's just when I'm waking up for the day to get up, it's sometimes more of a hassle. Sometimes I'm having to just like push myself to do it anyways, regardless if it hurts. I have to, because I have to get going. My body wants me to start moving and doing things like doing some push-ups, right? Like, before I'm going to work, I'm making myself do push-ups before I go to work. Not to alleviate me doing them from at work at all, because I still do them. Not like I do a whole bunch. It's always like less than 30, 40 or whatever. But still, like, I just pushing myself to do that to help me to get ready physically, because my body aches so much. And I think I take a lot from watching a lot of YouTubers that have struggled with certain or similar injuries, and just the exercises that they go through really helps. I'm not like following every single thing and every regiment and all that, because I have to adapt it and make it my own. And when things aren't working for me, because I try to keep everything pretty much the same, the only thing I can do, since I know it works for me, is either lessen the amount or adapt it. Like my push-ups, I can adapt those, of course, doing, some people call them wussy push-ups or whatever, but you get on your knees and you do it. But this one, you, like, I think you cross your legs and then you lean forward, so you're putting all your, well, a lot of your weight, not all of your weight, but a lot of your weight on your upper half, and then you're able to do a little bit more buildup of the muscles in these areas. But also, you could do a lot more push-ups. So it really helps. Now, of course, that just builds the top part. I don't think it builds your core at all. So doing other stuff, you have to build your core. There's a lot to it, guys. Like, a lot to it. And it's not even just, oh, I'm just doing sit-ups. No. It's like I'm doing planks in the shower, guys. Like, I'm doing planks in the shower every single day. 2 different types of planks. Yeah, 2 different types of planks for, let's see, 160 seconds. Not continuously, but I take breaks in between if I need to. But most of the time, the planks, no. I hold 80 seconds for one pose, 80 seconds for the other, unless I need to readjust myself, because, you know, like, my shower's not, or my bathtub / shower is not very big, but I have to, like, move all my shampoo bottles and all the other stuff that the kids and the wife uses and everything else to the side, or I have this free range just in front of me. I don't worry about the side. So I do everything, well, not everything, but I do a lot of the plank exercises, squats and stuff like that in there, because the hot water really helps, and I can actually have it pulsating as I'm doing these exercises or holding. It really helps. So, like, getting a shower head, that is one thing I gotta say to people that are having a lot of ailments and whatever the area that is. Get a shower head, and it is really the most cost-effective thing that you can get. Now, I'm not saying go spend out $50 or $100 or anything like that, because you can just spend, I think, $30 or less and get a really good one. But you just need to be able to adjust the temperature, or not temperature, the force of water that comes out. You need to be able to lessen that, so that way you can adjust it. You can make your showers last longer. You can change, of course, the different ways that it pulses, the way that it comes out of the spigot. Yeah, it's really, really helpful. I know I've had it for the last, well, I've had three different ones. Right now it's kind of like a makeshift one, but new one, I've got, let's see, this one is at least a year old or so. The last one's at least 4 or 5 years old. So it really, really lasts for a long time, and it really, really helps. I might need to change the one I have. My wife don't really like it, and obviously I don't think my kids do either, but yeah, I'll have to take a look into that. But it's doable right now. It works for what it needs to work for. So I wish I would be able to have like 2 different hoses that I can have the water come out of, or even both at the same time, and be able to move them or adjust them in different spots of the shower / tub area. But it's a rental, right? Can't do anything about that. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. I probably just spouted a whole bunch of nonsense. But at least I got some sleep, right? That's all that matters. Balance. Peace out.